introduce the players. So down the bottom we have the orange Protoss representing Team Silicon Sports, up one game in this series. It is Pezz.
Spawning in the northern position, we have our red Zerg representing NV. It is MOOnGLaDe. So that last game, we saw MOOnGLaDe try and go into Swarm Host, but would you reckon he spent way too much on Hydras and he just didn't really have enough Swarm Hosts?
I think the main problem in that game for Glade was his fourth was really, really late. He took it around 10-11 minutes against a 6-minute third of the Protoss. So he had that early advantage from the 3-hatch, but Pezz countered that with the early third of his own. And then MOOnGLaDe went to hit that really strong Roachling Hydra sort of attack on the Pezz's third. And although he did kill the third, he didn't kill Pezz outright. And Pezz was able to stabilize with those Void Rays on the Hydra list. And once that happened, Glade was sort of stuck on Hydras and without an amazing economy either. So he sort of got himself into a really awkward position. I think he needed to kill Pezz outright, and I think that's what he was looking for. After that, Pezz just played really well, stabilizing and hitting a really, really strong timing, where Glade was awkwardly stuck with too many Hydras and not enough Swarm Hosts.
Alright, cool. And looks like MOOnGLaDe's going to go for that pull first this time. I'm guessing he's feeling Pezz might do something. Pezz is 1-0 up, so he just may be feeling a little bit unsafe, especially with Pezz on the other side of the map, being 1-0 up.
Yeah, and Pezz is actually going for Nexus first. So Glade might actually make a round of Lings against this and try and do some damage. Depending on how early he identifies it, it's actually a really greedy Nexus first.
Yeah, and I mean, it seems like a really kind of longish rush distance. A map distance for an Overlord, especially for a two-player map, of course. Like, I mean, he's going to get in. He's going to see this Nexus first.
It is quite a long Overlord distance, which is pretty annoying for Zerg. But what's he going to spend his lava on? He's only got 2 right now. I'm curious if he just makes the 2 Lings. I've seen a lot of Zergs try and make around like 8 Lings early.
Yep.
But no, he's just going to make 2. So even those 2 Lings will probably be annoying just because they'll get a scout and they won't be able to die until the Stalker or Mothership Core gets out. But Pezz will be feeling really happy with this build. This is a really hard build order advantage for the Protoss right now.
Yeah, and he got in with that probe. He saw that it's a pull first. He can see there's no gas taken. I mean, he didn't even check for a third, but he doesn't need to. He kind of went around the third base area anyway. MOOnGLaDe's got a drone there ready to go, and he does throw that down. And yeah, I mean, Pezz, as you were saying, he's going to be extremely happy seeing that pull first after a Nexus first.
Yeah, and he's actually got a probe hidden on the map at the moment, so I'm wondering if he's going to go for a sort of a timing attack with that. And Glade's taken a really early third here. With a pool opening, and Pezz is actually going to scout this, so I think Pezz might try and do some sort of timing attack here to punish this third.
Yeah, it is moving out there, and a couple of Lings get in. He's doing a little bit of damage to this Nexus, but that'll get pushed away as the Mothership Core is about to spawn down there. The probe isn't actually going to be sneaky, just because it goes straight up into the main and get a bit of a scout off here, so it doesn't look like this probe is going to live too much longer. He actually sends straight to a mineral line, which is kind of been a little bit of harassment.
Bit of long distance mining there.
Yeah. A little bit
is he gonna get out? Oh, what a hero.
Yeah, he's just leaving.
Hey guys, got the minerals. Yeah, Pezz saw everything he needed to see there, so...
Yep, he saw no gases mining up in the main. He saw pretty much everything. There's really nothing else on the map here for Glade, but actually as the probe does leave, he throws down 2 gases around the right time anyway. And he's just going to continue on with his production back at home, MOOnGLaDe, by the look of it, because he needs to catch back up.
Yeah, I think MOOnGLaDe's got him about this the right way. Because the Nexus was so early, it means Warpgate's delayed a lot, so he can delay his third base and take a much later gases. But if Pezz does do a timing, say around 8-10 minutes with Blink or Immortals or something like that, it's going to be really, really strong because he's had such a good economy early. So, and it looks like he's going for Blink.
Yeah, Twilight Council coming down. He's actually hidden it behind this Overlord that's already passed through. There is another Overlord, though, hiding behind that natural here for MOOnGLaDe. If he does decide to sack that, though, he may find that Twilight Council.
Yeah, I think even a Ling at the front can probably see that if it just runs up to the wall, but Glade's throwing down his Roach Warren before Lair, so he's playing really safe right now. He has no idea what Pezz is doing, so he really, really doesn't want to die to a timing, and he's making 10 blindlings.
Yep, and
to probably hunt for pylons.
Yep, 100 gas pops up again here for MOOnGLaDe after he starts his link speed, and he goes straight into Lair, so you're going to have those upgrades out as soon as that Lair finishes up for his Roaches, of course. And was there a Forge Sign down for these Blink Stalkers at all? Are they going to be +1 or something? I don't think so,
I
no.
think they're just, yeah, just without the upgrades, but Glade doesn't have any upgrades at the moment either.
Yeah.
Although Stalkers really scale well with upgrades against +2 Blink Stalkers, shred Roaches and Lings.
Yeah, and he's not... Is he going to be able to see this?
No.
No.
He won't see the blink, but I think he should be able to deduce.
Yeah.
Like, why does he have 3 Stalkers?
Yeah, he does have a lot of Stalkers actually, and he moves out into a 3rd position. He's actually going to go 3rd and then go do some pressure?
Wow. No, I think he's just going to go attack, but Glade's misread this and made Spore Crawlers, so he really doesn't know what's going on right now. This is a really advantageous position for Pezz. And the way this hatchery is positioned, the macro hatchery, Pezz is going to attack into that side, and Glade won't be able to get good surface area to attack those Stalkers.
Yeah, he's moving up the right side of the map. There's absolutely no vision up that side of the map except for the Overlord here just out this front. But here we go. MOOnGLaDe's actually going to try and sneak in here with a bit of a counter attack, and it's completely walled off. He sees more Stalkers being warped in at the front, and he's going to try and break down the wall. No, he turns on that Stalker. Now he's going to try and break down the front, but he needs those Lings to defend. And he does. Pull them back, sorry. And he's going to find himself a warp-in pylon. There is another one up ahead, but I don't think he's going to be able to get that far with those Lings as the Stalkers do come back to try and defend. But he's going to be able to sneak out the bottom way once again. He's delaying this attack from Pezz to be able to get his Roaches out.
Glade is playing this so well. He's got burrow and Roaches on the way, which is how you want to hold this. And he's delaying the pylon by a lot as well. So
yeah, and Blink just
Glade's
got
handling this almost perfectly. This is from a bad situation going really, really well for MOOnGLaDe right now.
A Time War gets wasted here, or gets used anyway on the Lings here, trying to kill a pylon basically. So there's one less Time Warp he can use here out on the map. I mean, there is a huge choke here, but having 2 Time Warps here for either of those choke points would have been absolutely massive.
Yeah, and like I was saying earlier, that Glade can't get good surface area on this.
Yeah, the Lings are actually cleaning up the back end. They need to get into this fight, but the Roaches do burrow there. He does have a few still hanging around. The Lings are getting into position, waiting for these Roaches to get here, and he blinks back. He's going to lose this pylon by the look of it. A burrow on the Lings here on the pylon, and he's going to keep pushing forward once again. So really pop up those Lings. Yes, he does, and he's going to be able to kill off that pylon for sure now. No reinforcements across the map here for Pezz, and he actually throws down a lot more pylons at the top side of the battlefield.
Yeah, this is so well done from Glade. Like, really, really perfect play.
Yeah, more and more Roaches coming along. He's got this burrow underneath the army. He can almost get an instance around when if Pezz tries to push too far on. I mean, he's got a Robo just finishing up now, so that's still a long time till detection gets here, and that's a lot of time for MOOnGLaDe to just keep massing up on Roaches.
Yeah, if you look at the supply right now, Glade's got about 50 supply on his opponent, although Roaches are really supply inefficient against Stalkers, but, I mean, it's so many units.
Yeah, and he's just going to keep pulsing forward. He's waiting for those Roaches and Lings to get in the back, and he's just going to keep going forward. Let's check out health of these Stalkers. He just keeps pushing forward, but the Blinks are still really good from Pezz. He's saving so many Stalkers, and the Roach count is starting to fall, but now it's just the weak Stalkers at the back against these Roaches, and MOOnGLaDe's just going to keep pushing forward. He's got still a lot of Roaches alive. There's more Roaches still coming in here from Glade, but they are being a little bit distracted.
Yeah,
the rest of these are coming down, yeah, and that's going to be it. The rest of the Stalkers start to fall here for Pezz. And looks like game number 2 could be finishing up here very soon, but what can Pezz do? No, there's absolutely nothing, unfortunately, and Pezz will GG. And MOOnGLaDe will take a map back off Pezz and tie up the series.